Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the darkest, creepiest, and most unbelievable stories in American history. This is the tale of Herman Webster Mudgett, better known as H. Holmes, the man who built an actual murder hotel in Chicago during the late 1800s. Now before we start, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you're into true crime and dark history, and drop a comment down below telling me what you think about this case. Alright, let's get into it. Who was H. Holmes? H. Holmes was born in 1861 in New Hampshire. From a young age, he was incredibly intelligent but also manipulative and cold. He studied medicine, and while in medical school, he developed a disturbing fascination with human anatomy. He even stole cadavers and used them in insurance fraud schemes. This early obsession with death and deception was just the beginning. Holmes wasn't just smart, he was cunning, ambitious, and completely lacking empathy. He could charm almost anyone, and he used that charisma to manipulate people for his own gain. The birth of the Murder Castle. When Chicago was preparing to host the 1893 World's Fair, Holmes saw an opportunity. Millions of people were pouring into the city, and they all needed a place to stay. So, Holmes built a massive hotel near the fairgrounds. But this wasn't just any hotel. Behind the beautiful exterior was a terrifying maze of horrors. The building had secret hallways, trapdoors, rooms with no windows, soundproof chambers, and even gas lines built into the walls. Some rooms were designed to lock people inside with no way out. Locals would later call it the Murder Castle. What happened inside? Guests would check in, but many would never check out. Holmes would lure young women, travelers, and job seekers into his hotel. Some were locked in airtight rooms where gas would slowly fill the chamber. Others were trapped in hidden passageways or dropped down greased chutes that led straight to the basement. And in that basement, Holmes had dissecting tables, acid vats, quicklime pits, and even a crematorium. He disposed of bodies in ways that left little evidence. Sometimes, he even sold the skeletons of his victims to medical schools. Holmes turned murder into a twisted business. The victims. The exact number of Holmes's victims is unknown. Some historians believe he killed at least 27 people, while others argue it could have been over 200. Many of his victims were women who came to Chicago looking for work or excitement during the World's Fair. One of the most chilling parts of Holmes's story is how he manipulated his victims. He promised jobs, marriage, or wealth, only to trap them inside his nightmare hotel. Holmes the con artist. Holmes wasn't just a serial killer, he was also a master con artist. He scammed insurance companies, tricked investors, and constantly changed his identity to stay ahead of the law. At one point, he convinced a business partner, Benjamin Pittezel, to help him with an insurance scam. The plan was for Pittezel to fake his own death so they could split the payout. But instead, Holmes actually murdered Pittezel and later killed 3 of Pittezel's children. That's when things started to unravel for Holmes. The capture of H. Holmes. Holmes's downfall came in 1894 when investigators finally connected the dots. He was arrested in Boston after running from one scheme to another. When authorities began looking into his past, they discovered the horrors of the Murder Castle in Chicago. Inside, police found secret rooms, torture chambers, and hidden passageways that shocked the nation. The press went wild, calling Holmes things like the Beast of Chicago and the Devil in the White City. Trial and execution. In 1895, Holmes went to trial for the murder of Benjamin Pittezel. He was convicted and sentenced to death. While in prison, Holmes confessed to 27 murders, but some believe he said this just to gain attention. On May 7, 1896, H. Holmes was hanged in Philadelphia. Even in death, he was unsettling. His neck didn't snap immediately, so it took him. Legacy of the Murder Castle. Holmes's Murder Castle became infamous. Unfortunately, the building itself was destroyed by fire in 1895 under mysterious circumstances, so we'll never know the full extent of what was inside. Today, the site is a post office, but the dark history lingers. Holmes is remembered as one of America's first and most terrifying serial killers. His story inspired books, documentaries, and even TV shows. He's a reminder of how far someone can go when intelligence is combined with pure evil. Final thoughts. So what do you think? Was H. Holmes truly the most dangerous man of the 19th century? Or was the story of the murder castle exaggerated by the press? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to hit like if you enjoyed this deep dive into true crime, and subscribe for more stories about the world's most chilling criminals. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.